Ever looked up at the sky and wondered, why is it blue, not red, purple, or green? Turns out there's some awesome science behind the color of the sky we've always taken for granted. Let's uncover the secrets of the blue sky and why it sometimes changes color as dramatically as human moods. Have you ever looked up at the sky and thought, why is it blue? Not purple, red, or even green, like your neighbor's lawn. It might seem simple, but the blue sky is actually the result of a fascinating natural process. And no, it's not because the sky is a fan of the color blue. It all starts with one main source: sunlight. But hold on, sunlight is white, right? So how can it make the sky blue? Well, this is where our story begins. The sun gives off white light, but that light is actually made up of many colors, combined into one, just like a rainbow: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. When sunlight enters Earth's atmosphere, it encounters tiny particles like gases and dust. Each color has a different wavelength. Blue has a shorter one, while red has a longer one. And this difference makes everything more interesting. Because blue light has a short wavelength, it gets scattered more easily in all directions when it hits air molecules. This is called Rayleigh scattering. Don't worry, you don't have to memorize it. The key is that blue light spreads out more in the sky than other colors. So when you look up, your eyes catch more of the scattered blue light. That's why the sky looks blue. Not because there's more of it, but because it's the most outgoing one. Funny thing is, blue isn't the only one that gets scattered. Violet actually scatters even more. So why don't we see a purple sky? The answer lies in our eyes. Human eyes are more sensitive to blue than violet. Plus, a lot of violet light gets absorbed by the atmosphere before reaching us. So even though violet tries its best to shine, blue steals the spotlight, like someone working hard backstage while the star gets all the attention. And guess what? If you lived on another planet with a different atmosphere, the sky might not be blue at all. It could be orange, yellow, or even deep red. Take Mars, for example. Its atmosphere is super thin and filled with fine dust. Blue light gets absorbed and reddish light gets scattered instead. That's why the Martian sky looks like a constant sunset. Cool, right? So Earth's blue sky is kind of exclusive, like a signature color you won't find on other planets. Speaking of sunsets, why does the sky turn orange and red when the sun sets? It's still about light wavelengths. When the sun is low on the horizon, its light travels through a thicker chunk of the atmosphere. The blue light gets scattered away before it can reach your eyes. What's left? Red and orange. That's why sunsets look so romantic, because only red and orange are strong enough to stick around till the end. But back to daytime, why does the blue seem so consistent? The answer: as long as the sun is high and the weather is clear, blue scattering will always dominate. But when it's cloudy, the sky turns gray because thick clouds reflect all the light at once. No single color stands out. The sky becomes like a blank movie screen, gray, empty, and kind of moody. That's why we often feel gloomy when the sky is overcast. Pretty cool how something as simple as sky color hides so much science, right? From white light to wavelengths to how our eyes work. And it all happens without us even noticing. Every time we look up, Earth is like a master illusionist, making us believe the sky is blue when it's really just scattered light. But hang on, this is only half the story. In episode 2, we'll dive into the darker side of blue, because there's more to the sky than just calm blue vibes. We haven't talked about why the sky sometimes turns other colors, like pink or purple during dawn and dusk, or greenish before a storm. These shades appear due to a mix of sun angle, particle types in the air, and weather conditions. So the sky is like a moody painter. It can create all kinds of colors depending on its mood. And it turns out, these colors carry hidden messages we'll uncover soon. Now you know why the sky is blue, not because it wants to look cool or follow trends, but because of physics and light tricks. But wait, there's more. In episode 2, we'll ask the next big question. Why does the sky change color at certain times? And could the sky completely change in the future? Imagine a sky that's permanently purple or even black at noon. Creepy, right? Stay tuned, because what comes next is even more mind-blowing. Alright, in episode 1 we learned why the sky is blue. because of sunlight and the stronger scattering of blue light. But the sky isn't always blue, right? Sometimes it turns purple, pink, orange, or even greenish. Now let's dive into why the sky changes color. Ready? Let's start with those pink and purple skies during sunrise and sunset. They happen when the sun is at a low angle and the atmosphere is loaded with particles, turning the sky into a painter's canvas. When the sun is just about to rise or set, its light has to pass through a super thick layer of atmosphere. Blue light gets scattered away early, but extra particles like dust, smoke, or even pollution make red, orange, or pink light more dominant. Add a little water vapor. Boom! You might get pastel purple skies, so when you see those stunning morning or evening colors, it's often a combo of low-angle sunlight, humid air, and a hint of pollution. Beautiful, but kind of ironic, huh? Now, what about green skies? These usually show up when a major storm is approaching. Sunlight shining through thick clouds hits hail and water particles. Then, red and blue light mix in the sky, creating a greenish effect. So, if the sky starts looking green, it's not aliens. It's a signal that a powerful storm, maybe even a tornado, could be forming. Meteorologists treat green skies like a natural warning. Heads up, something big is on its way. A lot of people still think sky color is just about the sun and clouds, but sometimes humans play a role too. Take that glowing red sky over big cities, for example. It's caused by light pollution. Streetlights, neon signs, skyscrapers, all reflecting off particles in the air, making the sky look red or deep orange even at midnight. This effect is called sky glow. So the sky itself isn't changing color. Your eyes are just seeing leftover artificial light bouncing back down. So, could the sky completely change color one day? Like being purple during the day or pitch black while the sun's out? Technically, yes, if Earth's atmosphere changed drastically. For example, a massive volcanic eruption could flood the air with particles. In 1815, Mount Tambora erupted and the skies turned gray for weeks. The sun looked faint, and people called it the year without a summer. So yes, nature can totally repaint the sky under extreme conditions. Even more extreme. Imagine the atmosphere being wrecked by pollution or nuclear war. That could darken the sky in broad daylight. This is what scientists call nuclear winter, when sunlight can't reach Earth due to thick layers of smoke and dust in the atmosphere. The sky, dark and eerie. So if one day you wake up and the sky looks like nighttime at noon, it's not because you overslept. It's because something big is very, very wrong. On another note, there are wild experiments that could create fake skies. Some countries have tested geoengineering, like spraying particles into the atmosphere to reflect sunlight and reduce global warming. The side effect? Sky color might change, depending on what particles are used. It's like real-life Photoshop, but on a planetary scale. These experiments haven't gone full scale yet, but scientists are already debating the ethics and risks. Could the sky become an experimental canvas? But don't worry, as long as our atmosphere stays healthy, the blue sky will keep us company. Sky color can be a natural indicator of what's happening on Earth. Weather, pollution, even disasters. The sky is like a giant mood ring. It speaks through color. So from now on, try looking up more often. Maybe the sky is trying to say something. And don't forget, you just learned how the sky is actually a living painting full of meaning. Pretty awesome, right? In conclusion, sky color isn't just for aesthetics or Instagram. It holds messages, clues, and sometimes warnings. From peaceful blue, seductive red, to spine-chilling green, every color has a cause, and all of it starts with one simple thing: sunlight. If that light ever stops, due to disaster or major change, the sky may never look the same again. So protect the sky, and you're protecting Earth too. Now you know every side of the sky, from its calming blue to its silent threats. The sky isn't just the roof of our world, it's a mirror of everything happening around us. Next time you look up, maybe you'll smile to yourself, knowing the secret behind its colors. And who knows, maybe one day you'll be the first to say, today's sky is deep purple. Maybe aliens are coming. Just kidding about the aliens, but serious about the science. If you enjoyed this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss other exciting videos. Likes and comments will also help this channel grow even more. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.